song.
Damn, Lucas, calm
No. He said, oh.
He said, oh.
You see a silver Honda Pilot with the license plate 544 HZA.
Checking on this out.
Please contact your local authorities and snitch. I never advocated snitching, but today I need you to snitch. And I know for a fact one time I called someone. If you want to see TJ's booty and pay $15.99 a month to see it on the We Live Patreon. Oh yeah.
That booty is not on.
Actually, this video you twerking, there actually is.
Hey, but them ain't gonna be the cheeks that they looking for.
She's a sandwich.
Sound check.
We live.
Sound check.
We live.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for. Oh, God damn, that bit loud as hell in my ear. I'm trying to. That be loud as fuck. That was good.
I heard it over there.
God damn. My ear been damaged. Appreciate you for tuning into We Live the Isaiah Polk Sound Check. Oh, we kind of loud. Checking. Hold on. No, we sound fine. All right, appreciate you for tuning in to We Live the Isaiah Polk Sound Check. I am Isaiah Polk. This is your sound check. It's your B mic, Boogie, your double D mic, Alan over there in the corner. Special guest, Big Lucas, and the homie K over there in the corner. It's a very special episode because we finna let the buddy go. He finna get married in not too long. If you're tuning in on our podcast aggregators, be that Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podbean, I want to ask that you leave a rating or review. Looking at. And if you're listening on Twitch or YouTube, I want to thank you for tuning in with us. Send it to a friend. Send the link out on Twitter, whatever it is, Instagram, Facebook, and get us some more viewers. We got 8 people in right now. We just started. That's pretty good. So, today's episode, like I said, first of all, we want to give a congratulations and a sayonara to our very close friend, Lucas Marie Lindsay.
Marie.
What's your middle name?
Paul.
Lucas, Paul, Lindsay, getting married. Congratulations, bro.
Oh, thanks.
At the same time, good luck. Mm-hmm. It's not fun.
Trials and tribulations.
Do it right, because I didn't. But
yes,
today's episode, you'll still be able to use it, I believe, even after you're married, before you're married, while you're getting married, if divorced, which you shouldn't be. Don't speak like that, but it's because it's going to happen. But, yeah, that's not what. Yes. But regardless... I'm gonna let Boogie start us off. It's his topic. He knows a lot more about it than me because he was one of these a lot longer than I was. So. I'm just keeping it a beat with you.
Let me tell you. But I was at the crib talking to my grandma, of all people, about 2 weeks ago, and we were talking about simping, and she asked me, "What does that mean? Like, what does simping mean?" And I was trying to explain it to her in plain terms. And it tripped me up and made me think, what defines a simp? Like, I know we'll often point to R&B songs like by artists like Drake and guys like that as having kind of coined the term simp, but what defines a simp? Like, what's a defining trait of being a simp? Like, and is it tied to what I know it is? It's in essence tied to low self-worth, but is low self-worth a consequence of simping, or is it a cause at the end of the day? Which I guess is my question.
Yeah.
But oh, was you raising your hand?
Oh,
you got
no,
an answer?
I was thinking.
Oh
no, I just simping.
Mm-hmm.
You said low self-worth?
Yeah.
What makes you say just low self-worth?
Because I think to simp, you have to think that you're less than the person that you're simping to. I think you feel like you're in a weaker position somehow in the relationship, and you're trying to get her to view you either as an equal or just in a better light, and hope that she decide to bestow some coochie upon you.
Okay.
I need the coochie. I don't think that. I do need the coochie. I don't think that.
You probably do.
I'm glad. I don't think that low self-worth is a consequence of simping. I think that simping is a trait of someone with low self-worth. And I say that because I don't think that one proceeds the other. Simps generally are people who either don't understand or don't have much of a sexual market value.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Right.
being honest.
Great way to say it.
I
mean-
think that simps are men and women, but generally men who look at their worth as being. If you can look at a woman and be like, she's out of my league, and
Right.
continue,
There you go.
and let's say you get with that woman, you're gonna do whatever you can to keep her around because you feel like
Think
that's the
she's out of your
absolute
league.
best you can do, and you'll never do anything like that again. So you're gonna do things to cater to the woman and put yourself in less of a masculine standpoint.
Which at that point you've lost from the game.
You've lost.
Because she'll
You
never
lost.
respect it.
And
So,
you see, it's really interesting because I always assumed that, like, even though I kind of knew it wasn't this way, it's the way you said it, that being a simp means you didn't even get to the relationship part. You
And
were
that's
trying
not
to do
true.
that. And that's the thing, like, I didn't even think about that, but in my mind set up like
I
didn't
think
get that far.
simps are in relationships more.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that a lot of simps are the guys who will, and I think, because Valentine's Day is tomorrow.
Right.
I am not pooping on Valentine's Day. I love it, but for different reasons. But I'm not dookie on Valentine's Day at all. But what I'm getting at is women. There are men who will send a woman that they're not dating, whose cheeks they have not beat, who they don't know if she's interested in, things that they do not deserve because they haven't earned them. Wasn't Cruz? Who was it? I don't remember who. Austin Gomez. I'm on your ass, boy. He used to work at Roma, and he used to buy all the women at Roma a rose, a bear, and chocolates, or something like that for Valentine's Day. All the women,
all of them.
all of them.
Casanova.
I'm not a simp, and I'm not stupid. There was probably one woman there that he was interested in that he wanted to recognize that as him being
Like
a
generous,
certain way
like,
to all the women. But like
gentlemen.
people who
Casanova.
do that for one of two reasons. One, they have an image to upkeep, or two, they want to be seen as. But like someone who's not a simp or someone who has like high self-esteem knows that something like that,
So weird.
not only is it gonna look weird, it makes you look
Desperate.
kinda, but
Yeah. I think.
yeah, because I thought about it. Like I at first,
Because it comes off at first as like a gentleman act.
Yeah.
Then you think about it
Everybody
deeper.
knows.
it's
You
like,
would think in
yeah,
your head
Yeah.
you would think you're coming off as a gentleman,
Yeah,
but
and then you look like a
Wait,
simp.
Was it was the situation that he gave it to everyone at the same time, or it was like individual moments per like each like woman got a different one at their own time?
no, all of them on Valentine's Day. This is a
Same-
Valentine's Day
So it was
thing.
like a presentation.
Yeah, so-
I think it's different on Mother's Day. I think that's different
Yeah.
on
Yeah, that's definitely
Christmas.
different, yeah.
But on Valentine's Day, a day specifically for giving.
He's just trying to get a crumb of coochie, bro.
Like, was it like a?
that ain't the way to do it. Though.
I know, I
Like
agree,
that.
but-
Did he give them all at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
But here's another thing about doing that. When you do something like that, even if he did do it to get a crumb of coochie, my nigga, when you do something like that, you gotta keep that energy.
Right.
So now every
Yeah.
time you want to get a crumb of coochie, you
gotta-
gotta give something.
give something.
You
Right.
gotta give
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
You lose your leverage because now you have to give of you to receive of her.
At that point, it's
Okay.
like, you want coochie, give me money.
Right. Okay, so
There
is
we
that
go.
where
There we go.
there's the lack of, like, I guess respect for yourself, like low
Yeah,
self-esteem?
it is.
It's because you'll go out of your way to try and please
But
her and give her shit just so she'll
No.
notice you?
That's what
Especially if it's your woman, there is no problem with going out of your way to please your woman. There's
Right,
no
that's your
problem
woman.
with going out
We're
of your
talking
way.
about,
That's
like you were
side
saying,
effect.
about a...
No, because this can apply to your woman
That's a
too.
side effect though. Like the thing of like having to always give to receive. That's a side effect.
Simping, I believe, is pedestalizing a woman to a point where your value seems diminished
Insignificant.
comparatively
Yeah.
to hers.
Right.
Do not. I think it's
So you
simping
kind of idolize her in a sense.
that when you
Yeah.
publicly and visibly make it to where like you're kissing their feet, so to speak.
Yeah,
I got you.
I was just about to
There's
say that,
nothing
like,
wrong with serving your mate
I see
Right.
at all.
Like I've
Making
seen
them
dudes
happy.
treat women like gods, like literal walking gods.
And the
that
only
shit
time I
bothers
think
me.
that is appropriate is when it's reciprocated.
Yeah, if
Right.
it's
Right.
reciprocated, that's
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about random bitches. Where they
He said it like he didn't want to say it. He said random
He hesitated.
bitches.
I was like,
You said 5% there.
But yeah.
Isaiah, you give me actually. So like, I think you called me a simp a while back.
You are a simp.
Right. Well, like
Yikes.
for the
Well, he
previous relationship
didn't,
I
but
had.
not- but-
You
And
were
I
a
see
simp.
it. I see it now.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see it before. Because I think my problem was is that I guess in the relation to the simp thing, I didn't want to do that stuff, but I did it anyway. So I didn't really recognize it as me
Yeah.
being a simp because I feel like how I saw it was that being a simp, you have to want to be in that position.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be there. I just did it because it was.
I was a simp.
It became-
I do not feel like I've been a simp since I was 16. I've done some simp things, but I don't think I've personified the trait of being a simp since I was 16.
Yeah.
Back then, that's when I would like call crying.
Calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that.
in the shower.
You never called a woman crying?
No.
Really?
I would call crying.
I prefer to be by myself when I'm
I
crying.
beg for her back. I'd be like, look, I fucked up. I'm sending 15 messages.
Oh.
Curled up.
Like
Like a
I've done that. I ain't gonna lie.
Listening
Many
to
times.
Fantasia, and when I see you,
Oh yeah.
when I see you,
Damn, bro.
hurting
Man,
in pain.
Dang, you really bringing back all the memories.
Man, hey,
That
it's
was my
real
whole-
deal.
that was
It's
my whole high
real deal.
school.
He said that was
That's
all
my
me.
whole high school.
I ain't turned the corner
I
in
used to-
about 3-4 years
I ain't
ago.
doing it to
And that's okay.
Yeah.
As long as you
As
got.
long as you turn the corner.
I was about what 20 days ago.
Let me be honest. Let's be honest. Are you still there?
Am I still a simp?
Do you
I don't
think-
know. I've never like.
Yes. Are you? Do you think you're a simp?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you're a simp?
No.
Do you- yeah.
I done
I ain't
freed
gonna ask
myself.
I don't
that.
think I'm a simp.
If
I
you
don't think
say
I-
I don't think,
You are.
Then
You're
you're
a simp.
You
unsure.
gotta think about
Because
it.
you're unsure. If you have to think about it,
You gotta think
then you
about
don't
it.
know.
'Cause, I mean, you gotta
If you
go-
don't know, you probably
Is it,
don't.
the way, is it reciprocated? Like back to me, if I do these things, will she call me crying if she fucked up? Like, is it back? and
if you
forth?
call her crying, you fucking up.
No, I'm saying, is she doing it though?
I mean, as
Or
long,
nah.
I feel like it's more of like what's seen. Doesn't matter if she does or not. If people see her doing it, like if people
Yeah,
see
she's simping.
You're right.
The thing about simping, it's like a tree falling in the forest. If it
Okay.
fell and no one
See,
heard it,
then
No
you
one
didn't
heard
did
hear
it fall? Of
Okay.
course it fell, but did it make a sound? Who knows? Because, but simping doesn't exist until someone else perceives the act of simping.
Okay, so am I a simp? No, I never like.
You can still be a
You can
simp.
sell-
Yeah,
you can sell
yeah,
shit.
okay,
'Cause you
okay.
could be the person that's.
Cause about to say, cause she ain't gonna respect her
Yeah,
regardless.
she's
whether
gonna know
anybody
you.
see it or
Because if
not.
I'm just about to like see
Yeah.
some girl.
I don't silent simp. I don't simp.
Silent
No
simp?
one know, not even her knew I was simping. I don't
Yeah.
silent
Can
simp.
you simp and it be respected?
No,
No.
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 I don't think so.
I don't think so. It can be accepted, but not respected. They will take it because some women, just like women, let's look at women who make all the money and are cool with their husband, but like we said before in another podcast, if she make all the money, I'll get in a fight. She gonna say something about it.
Right.
The reason I'm bringing that up is it can be accepted. Like this is cool if you do it, but the second it can be used against you, it will
It's
be.
gonna be right.
There are women who really they're alpha females who value having power too.
Yeah.
So just because they'll let you do that and they'll act like, oh, it's so sweet and I appreciate it, doesn't mean you're getting respect for it. It just means that they're comfortable being in a dominant
You're
position.
dominant,
Right.
And the first time you give up that, because women do not forget, the first time you give up that dominance, it's gone forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
They will remember it.
Yeah.
That's like
you were a simp.
That's like you cutting off your penis, her seeing you got a coochie, and then you come in the next day like, hey, you trying to get your backbone out?
It's
And
long.
she like, nah, you got a coochie.
At that point, you just gotta
Yeah.
get
It's
your,
over with.
get your little bit. All I can say is
Mom, put the strap on, bro.
tomorrow's the National Sip Holiday, and tomorrow gonna tell a lot of tales.
Yeah.
If you went out there and you bought that expensive cologne, you sat there 30 minutes trying to write her a poem with a name all in it,
Man.
and she got you a goddamn gift basket with
Hey,
an
bro.
apple and some
Hey,
bears and a balloon in it. Take your L, my nigga,
man.
because it's over.
A lot of niggas gonna feel played tomorrow
Oh, God.
when they
they
when
gonna
their
buy
girlfriend
gifts.
walk in. No, a lot of niggas their girlfriend gonna walk in to their rose petal guided bedroom with the big bear and the chocolates and the candles, and then her demeanor, her intuitive, her moniker is just gonna be wrong, right? Gonna sit down on the bed. Okay, I'm finna get some butt. She hands him the card she got him that's signed.
Right.
And they do whatever they do, and then Isaiah call her. Who is this?
Hey,
Bo, who the fuck?
You really fucked me up.
Hey, look, damn, he got you the signed card. Here's me, Bo.
I was telling this year I'm doing a lot better, but I was talking to Boogie about it earlier. This will be the first year in a long time I don't get multiple Valentine's Day gifts. I don't think I'm gonna get a single one this year, which I'm fine with. But like last year I got like 4.
So
I was living rough.
man was getting simp, bro. He was.
Women can simp too. I think that is a it's fine. I think that is a like key example that women can simp too. And I think that's where the self-worth comes in, and like maintaining your value as a man is so important, because just like there are low value men, there are low value women. I'm not saying chase low value women, but I'm saying the same way medium value women reap the rewards of low value men, there are men who do the same thing with women. There are women who don't understand their self-worth, and because of that, they'll simp for men. I think that it's wrong to take advantage of that anyway.
I think so.
But I do think that I see a cookie, I grab one.
It's just one after
My
cookie,
diabetes ain't flared up in a little while.
I see it as the men who do take advantage of the lower value women who will simp over. I see them as having low value too. Because why are you taking advantage of the low hanging fruit?
Yeah.
The women that you know are gonna do whatever it takes to keep you.
Because
Go get a bitch on your level.
Well,
for a relationship,
Yeah, that's two different.
if you are beating up booties, if you are if you are beating up booties and you are acquiring a roster, a starting lineup, you need a Pippen, a Jordan. If you getting a roster, look, I would rather have my whole team with an 80 overall than I got my 95 and a bunch of 63s. If I can get a team full of 80s on the roster,
Yes, sir.
but if I'm picking an MVP, I want a LeBron. I want a Jordan.
Right. Straight up.
But I think I take one of the sorry niggas on the TG.
you'll do.
Yeah, exactly. All I'm saying is, no. Do I think that a man with high value should pursue a low or medium value woman for longevity? Hell no. But if you're not looking for anything serious,
Just a night
I don't think there's anything, as long as you're not jeopardizing your standards. I don't think there is anything with maintaining a physical relationship with someone who, I think everyone should value themselves highly. First of all, let's start with that.
Yeah.
But you're not responsible for how much the next person values themselves. If it's not serious and it won't rub off on you and it won't affect you, I don't really see a problem in being in a physical relationship with someone who with less of like a sexual market value. But that's just me personally.
So basically, you feel like as long as you go in it saying, "Hey, I know I can do better than this. I just want some cooch." It's straight.
No, that's not dope.
I'd say
Hold on. But what if it's one of them low value whatever women, and you tell her straight up, look, I just want you for ass, but she keeps trying to pursue the relationship.
Yes, we're from Shreveport, Brother Fox.
Yeah,
I don't see anything wrong with casual sex or what have you if that's what you're into. What I'm saying is, if you ever say, I know I can do better than this, there's a problem.
right.
If I go out and I'm trying to talk to a woman and I say, I know I can do better than this, but at least she won't reject me, I'm losing.
Right.
I'm losing. If I see some, but here's the thing. Just because someone perceives a woman that you perceive, like, I'm not going to think the same women are dope that you are.
Yeah.
Right.
So, as long as in your head that is something you like that fits your standards, it's fine. Don't pursue someone because you're saying I can do this. I know I could do better, but that is literally a indication that your self-worth is low. If you have to say I can do better, I think I can do better, but this is safe, you're beating yourself out of the opportunity for doing what you think is for you. What's up, bud?
Complex situation. All right. So
What part are y'all from? My family from all kinds of parts, bro. All over the city. What's up,
I'm a suburban.
I'm a suburban kid.
Suburban.
Suburban.
So the complex thing I had going. So I didn't have this going, but I guess it's an idea of expounding on what you just said. So
Yeah.
let's say people are friends. You know the whole thing of like, oh, I'm not looking to date anybody right now.
Mhm.
But like, there's always that person that kind of is like trying to still pursue simping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like the person that was like, I'm not trying to date nobody. The next day you get in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the person that got in a relationship is that person that's like, I can do better, so to speak. And occasionally they may indulge in that kind of moment of like, I can do better, but I mean,
I'll take this.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
then
I
they're
think
like,
that's a
no,
problem.
time to step it up.
Because that ultimately will doom that relationship because you got in the relationship not because you saw this woman and wanted to be with her. You got with her because you said, "Oh, it's hard talking to women
Time
out
out.
here."
Hold that thought.
What's up?
Yes. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 10 p.m. from now on.
Yeah.
Football season over. 10 p.m.
Team,
Okay. Makes it easier for everybody. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays at 10 p.m. Thank you, Brother Fox. Sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, but yeah, it'll doom the relationship from the get go because you didn't get in a relationship because you wanted to be. You got in a relationship because you said, "Oh, dating is hard. Women are scary. I don't want to deal with this.
And you take
so
like
I'm gonna
the
take the
shortcut.
safe route. Get a
Right.
woman that I know looks at me as a 10, and I'm gonna settle for this because I know it's easy." And that's bullshit. I don't think that's ever a way to live because you'll be looking at it years down the line, miserable, like.
Like, damn, I could have got her.
Like, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Or
like-
something.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I got a
So-
question for all y'all then. Y'all
What's
like
it?
challenges in a relationship in that regard?
Challenges?
Yeah.
Define
I'm
challenge.
about to what kind of
I guess if we are all hypothetically just medium level men, right? Hypothetically. Would you have a problem going up to a higher standard than what you would, so to speak, like gauge yourself?
What do you ask?
I have a problem
As in, like,
raising
so would you like
myself
to be
to a high-
challenged to actually like perform in that?
I think that's life.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
but I mean, you can still be vocal about it if you
I
are
don't-
comfortable. And
I don't think
doing
you
it
should
generally.
let a woman challenge you and be the reason why you want to raise. I think that should be an internal. I think you should want to raise your value for you, not
Not
for
for
a
anybody
woman.
else.
Not to say, "Oh, if I raise my value, I'll get better women." Man, fuck
Well,
that.
not-
I think you should
yeah.
want to raise your value
Be the
just
best
to
you
to
can
be
be.
the best version
Right.
of yourself.
Yeah, I feel that.
Right.
I think it's like
Women come with that. That's a side effect.
I think it's like playing a what kind of game? Like who play Bloodborne?
Bloodborne and stuff like that. Dark
I
Souls.
guess, but you don't raise your level.
Like masochist?
You don't raise your level so that you can be the specific boss.
Yeah.
Raise
You
your level
raise your
to be
level.
strong.
So when somebody see your character, they're like, damn, that nigga level, God, that nigga swole. Like you,
Basically, what
Right.
I said, it come with it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah,
When
like
when I've always preached like doing things purposefully.
That GTA though.
But the thing about you trying to improve to satisfy someone else is there are a lot of people who will just never be satisfied because they're not
Never.
satisfied with themselves. So you'll never be good enough. And the dope like oxymoron about that is when you're trying to get better for yourself, you'll never be good enough. But you can reward yourself for it because you'll always be getting better and it'll be visible and no one's there to tell you, well, you're still not good enough. You just see progress. And then you get addicted to progress, which can never hurt you unless it turns to greed, of course. But
Right.
generally, it's always a good thing to be improving because you can even improve on the things that are negatives. Let's say you start becoming like over the top egotistical, you can improve that. So I think that it's one of those things where like it's all about self-worth. Even the most confident people are insecure. And you're always going to have something to be insecure about. What they going nuts in chat. No, but yeah, no, that's how. Were you checking the time, Alan? We're not quite there yet, but
Yeah.
I was checking too. But that's just how I feel about it personally. I had someone just text me and ask, a woman specifically just asked, "Am I low value?" For a woman, T Boogie, what is a telltale sign of a low value woman?
Telltale.
What do you think is a sign? Let's say you don't know if you're dealing with a low value woman. How would you identify that?
By our interactions, the stuff that she lets me ultimately, I guess you say, lets me get away with, like in our reactions, how we certain stuff I do, or the way I handle certain things, the way she takes it. Certain women you just ain't gonna get over on.
Well, let's not jump the gun. Let's not jump the gun. Let's talk about how do you identify a low value woman before a relationship?
For a relationship. Yeah. It's not always true, because sometimes it's a sign of high interest, but basically how they react when it comes to the act of, courting, talking to women. Sometimes, like I said, it's not always an indicator of low value. Sometimes it's just high interest in you, which, congratulations, you doing something right. But is there really a way to tell?
I think there are a couple.
You see the way I guess this was kind of the question I was asking earlier. I feel like the reaction is if they challenge you or not. On like
what is she challenge?
I feel like a lot of high value women aren't going to challenge you in certain aspects. And it depends on the woman's morals. But I think that, let's say a woman who isn't afraid to approach you, would that be an indication that she's low value or high value? Because if she approaches you, is she too eager to speak to you, or is she just that confident? Like, right. I see something I like, I'm gonna talk to her. I think that identifying value generally goes into how decisive a woman is. If she does that and then she plays games, I think that indicates low value, because then if you're shaky, or if you have to test me, or security is the big thing. Just like higher value men, and there's confidence there, they don't feel the need to beat around the bush. If a higher value man is only interested in sex, he's gonna make that apparent. He's not gonna try to finesse you into
sleeping with him or anything like that. He's like, hey, I want some ass.
Yeah. Maybe
not that direct.
But
right.
You'll get the point.
Yeah.
He's not gonna lead you on to be in a relationship just to fuck in the ditch.
Yeah, because that just shows that he felt like he had no way. And also, that's a scarcity mindset. If you feel like you have to convince him you're interested in a relationship to have sex with them, that shows you that, like, okay, I have to exert this much energy with this one person to get sex from this one person, because I can't honestly get that from someone in a way that's not hurtful to someone else.
Right.
Like, I think when people have to take advantage of other people, I look at the schedule and it says he's playing Tekken at like 2 p.m. You don't have to watch the dude play Tekken, G. You asked when the podcast was, this girl in here trunked in him up. Talking about you know how they used to be saying UWU, the ooh. Yeah. She just said UMFWU. I don't know what that means, but
motherfucking you. You motherfucking you.
But no, I
heard me.
Shut up.
I feel like
Torin, he said if it's not too late, he want to go.
Yeah, he's coming. I know if. Whenever he's home, we'll scoop him. But Shreveport kind of dry. Shreveport is dry. I think that a lot of people make the excuse, as far as like simping goes. I think a lot of people make the excuse that it's chivalrous. Kind of like we were talking with the roses. It's chivalrous, or they're being gentlemen, but it's not the same. I think that in a lot of aspects, chivalry is a camouflage for simp behavior, but I think that chivalry goes further than just being nice. I think you can be a gentleman and not be a simp. I think that. Yeah. But I also think that men need to understand that there are some things that are earned. You know, everything isn't afforded to a woman because she's a woman. I think that's the whole. Because if that's the case, what are you there for? If they deserve all those things from every man, what is your necessity? I think that simps have the idea that women were put on this earth to be served by us. Yeah. And what's crazy about that is a lot of people believe that and don't believe that at the same time. And you can't have your cake and eat it too. I don't think women are any less than men. I don't think that women are any more than men. I think that the same things apply back and forth. I keep saying women, but I think if you flip it, the same is true. Like, there's no woman on this earth who should believe that she's here solely to serve a man. You should have your own purpose. You should have your own accolades. I think that's another indication that a woman is low value or a man is low value. If you don't have hobbies, if you don't have interests, If you say I like to watch, if we're talking, I say, what do you like to do? And you tell me I watch Netflix, I'm not interested in you. I will stop talking to you right then because you don't do anything.
I actually met someone like that. I met someone that didn't do any, like did
And it's
nothing.
it's terrible.
It was. I couldn't even talk. I didn't have an actual.
Like, what do we talk about?
Like,
Right.
bro. I
Netflix
literally
originals.
couldn't even.
But the killer thing about that is when we're together,
What do we do?
know what you're finna fixate on all day?
Netflix.
No, me.
Oh,
Because now you have a hobby. Me.
Yeah.
So like, you don't have. There's no give and take. It's just take. Because she's gonna keep wanting your time, your
Right.
attention. She wants to be a part of
She's
your
gonna-
hobbies
she's gonna
and everything
support
you do, but she's not genuinely interested in any of it. She just needs something
Other
to
than Netflix.
satisfy a human desire to have a purpose. And if she's not satisfying that with what she's actually intended to do on this earth, whatever it is going to be insincere and draining. If you go away, what's she going to have? Nothing. And that's going to be a reason for you to be guilted into a space you don't want to be in for forever, and a reason for her to feel absolutely worthless afterwards. It's fine. Nothing happens to it. So I think that and that goes for men too. If you looking for a woman, have a hobby, have a passion, have a purpose. I was talking to a good buddy of mine. Can I say? I was talking to the homie right here, and we were talking about like moving forward and gaining value. I said, take a year off from
That's what I'm
women.
doing right now.
Straight up.
Take a year
Take
off
a
from
year
women.
from everything.
Get
Yeah.
yourself together. Figure out what you like. Figure out what you love. Figure out what you want to do and who you are and who you want to be.
And actually,
And
that was the
figure that
best
out.
advice I think anybody's ever given me, because the
It's
past
sobering.
week, I just been chilling, just finding more stuff out about myself, what I like, what I don't like. Do I want a relationship?
And if he-
and for what reasons?
And if he dials in on that, in a year, watch us be a completely different person.
Yeah.
So it's I like it. It's different, but
It's the metamorphosis.
You a big butterfly right now. Well, no,
Not yet.
nah. You still a caterpillar. But you getting there though. But that's genuinely it. Does anyone have anything to add on? We're about 40 minutes in, so
Random.
we're about there.
Super random, but caterpillars are actually like liquid and they're like.
So does anyone have anything else to add?
If your Valentine's Day go left tomorrow, fellas, and you need a shoulder to
Then
cry
go
on,
right.
hit me up. I'll listen. But
And also, if your Valentine's Day goes left tomorrow, women,
shower.
and you need a shoulder to cry on, hit me up because I listen. This nigga on that sweet,
And if you want to be in the shower, balled up,
curled up.
like a square on you,
like a shrew.
it's all right. Sometimes you need some of those moments to get you straight.
Oh, and one more thing. If your health is below 39%, Hadoken kills in one motherfucking hit. That's the way it is. So it's gonna always
That's
be.
not how
39%?
That's not how Hadouken works.
That's a stretch, bro.
That fireball don't do damage like that. Hey, I want to say while we're still live, dope episode, really good episode. We have good episodes all the time, but I think this is a really good one. I felt it. Appreciate you guys for coming through. We're gonna do something special that we don't ever do. Okay, freestyle to get them out of here. They can't see you. Let's get us out of here. You know what it is.
Alright, I'll give him one.
Yeah.
If you simping, that mean
Simping.
your dick probably limping. She thick and I know this shit might be kind of tempting.
Ooh.
I get up in it. Shit, I'm a nigga gon' lynch me.
Oh.
I come through like the Grinch, bitch. I stole Christmas.
Hey, sound check.
Hey, we live.
Yes, I'm sorry, I've never played that one.
So many women are interested in you now.
Okay.
Like real live women.
Yeah.
It's like they have no idea.
They have no idea where I come from.
creep. This.
Bro, I was sick. I was absolutely disgusted.
It's a minute.
Absolutely.